Hello chatbox out there. I hope you guys are all having a lovely week so far. Today in this video I'm going to be telling you guys all about what I got to on my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this week. So on my Monday I didn't really do much. It was quite a gloomy day out, so I just chilled, doing colouring in pages, something colouring out on my phone, listening to music, doing some drawing and watching lots of TikTok, mess on TikTok and watched some vlogs and vlogmases, and was just listening to Christmas music. My dad and my older brother and sister and younger brother had work. Younger sister's at uni, and my mum and myself were just watching a little bit of TV, and I had my advent chocolate and had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast. Then had a nice few shower, got changed, I was just doing some new illustrations, listening to a bit of Kylie, and I was just watching some episodes of Friends and Doctor Who, and watched a bit of Dash and the latest Netflix series that you guys have definitely got to check out. It's so adorable and extremely festive. I just love it, it's so good. And then I was doing some more work on this short story that I'm working on at the moment, which is very much like Gossip Girl Dynasty, kind of dramatic, glamorous, the bigger the better, and I'm absolutely loving it. And then I was watching some Balance Vampires and some old soap episodes, and watched some episodes of Doctor Who. And then for my lunch I had some tuna sandwiches and a cup of tea, and then watched The Day's Neighbours, wrote a bit of my journal, and my younger brother got back from being at work and he went off to the gym with his mate, and older brother was back from work, and older sister popped in to get some parcels that had been delivered to ours for her, and my mum and my dad were just watching some episodes of Top the Pops, and I then watched a bit of Emma, and it's got Josh O'Connor from The Dolls and also from God's Own Country, and also plays Charles in The Crown series on Netflix, and he's so gorgeous, and it was quite a good film, a little bit confusing, so my older sister was like, next time we can watch it together and I'll explain it, because I don't really get those type of things, to be honest. But I love all the outfits and the grand houses and everything about that kind of era. And I then had some biscuits and a cup of tea and was just listening to a bit of 1935, did a bit of karaoke, love a bit of Sing Song Me. I was just playing with my main Bridget doll and sorted out my office and my dolls and dollhouse, and I watched some old soap episodes and some stuff from recording to watch, and FaceTimed my younger sister, who 2 of her uni mates have actually started following me or have subscribed to my YouTube channel, which is awesome, so thank you guys for that. And I have gained a lot more followers now that I'm not stressing about losing followers and stuff and about likes and watches and anything like that. I'm just not letting it get to me, and I'm just treating away and just not caring about any of that kind of thing. And I then, for my tea, we had spiced chicken, and it was so delicious, and I'm going to be showing you guys a snap of that now. It was absolutely delicious. Then I tidied away the table and made my way back up to my bedroom, wrote the rest of my journal and watched UK soaps, and my older sister headed off home after getting the parcels, and my younger brother got back from the gym and was consoling his Xbox, and my older brother and younger brother were on the Xbox going very loud and crazy as per usual. And I then just watched some episodes of Gossip Girl and Wayne and some other stuff on Netflix, and some of Far Brown on BBC Player, and a bit of Vicar of Dibley on Netflix, and was just doing some new illustrations, tidying up my office a bit, and had a bowl of cereal, and then I went off to bed. And then on my Tuesday I was up early as I was off to house sit for my grandparents, who were going to be off to a doctor's appointment, so I had to go and house sit while they were there because they were waiting for someone to collect the parcel to then take off to send to Ireland for my cousins. And so I got up, showered, had a cup of tea and one of my breakfast bars. My dad and older brother and sister were at work, mum was asleep and younger sister at uni, and my younger brother dropped me off to my grandma's house while on the way to his job, and I just spent the time there watching City Country, listened to a bit of music, and just chilled and scrolled through my social medias. And the parcel guy did not come to collect it. My grandparents got back, and I had a nice chat with them. It was nice catching up with them, and then I went off for a nice walk as it was quite sunny, and I had a nice look around the charity shops and got one flower stamp. There wasn't really many flower stamps to get photos of that I haven't already got photos of. Whoops. And I then got myself a hot chocolate from the best hot chocolate coffee place ever, and I had a chocolate orange one, and they're just so delicious. And I got this mug here, which is a chalkboard mug, and you can have your cup of tea and doodle on it, and it's so cool. Love it. And I then saw my boss outside my workplace. He'd obviously been in there sorting out some files and stuff, and he's so lovely to give me a chance. I've now been working there for a year. It's my 1 year anniversary today, and I've learnt so much there. I've done things I never thought I'd be able to do, like bill work, till work, ordering food and drinks, building your own burgers, which is online, and you have to put all the stuff in and send it off to be made, and that was a bit tricky. I've got to do a few things here and there because I'm a little bit clumsy, but yeah, I'm loving it. Despite having a pandemic causing 2 lockdowns, I'm loving it. I miss it so much. Love the work fam, they're so lovely, so supportive, and cannot wait to be back there soon. I get a bit down, I'm like, I just want to be back to work already, but then I realise that there's many pubs and restaurants which are in the same boat, and people itching to get back to work. So just gotta hope and keep fingers crossed that we'll be back soon, hopefully by January, early February, but just gotta wait and see. Get news about the vaccines being used now, and the elderly having their vaccines done, which is good, and it's going to the elderly and vulnerable first, and so on, which is really good, exciting stuff. And I then got home and I got myself some lunch on the way back from the co-op, and got the TV Times magazine for my dad, and it is getting me so festive, seeing all the TV specials, and can't wait to watch the new Doctor Who on New Year's Day. And I got back, had my lunch, I had some chicken Caesar wraps and some cow and hummus, and I always think of To All the Boys I've Loved Before, as there's a scene in that where they're eating hummus and cow on the bleachers stand, and I just love that film so much, and I'm currently reading the book. I'm one of those people that I read multiple books all at once, because I start reading one, I forget that I'm reading that one and start reading another one, so I like to jump in between books. But yeah, I love reading, a bit of a bookworm, always have been, and I had a couple of tins of biscuits and watched Today's Neighbours, wrote a bit of my journal and messed around on TikTok, and my younger brother was back from work for lunch break, and he'd then gone off back to work, and my dad was sorting stuff on the house, and I got my pre-lit dolls out ready for me to sort out, and I had got all the outfits out sorted ready, and then my mum had a bad back pain, like a stabbing pain in her back on either side, and the last time that happened it meant that she had a blood clot, so of course we then took her into hospital, me and my dad, and she was there free until like 11 o'clock in the evening, and we got her home, and my dad got us McDonald's, which was good, and I watched the UK soaps Women's Journal, and my older brother was back from being at work, so he was with me while my dad had gone to get her, and I just watched some Netflix and had some Nutella toast and a cup of tea before that, and was just doing some drawing. And they said that it's just muscular pain in the back, but if it does get any worse, to come back in and they'll probably give her some like tablets or painkillers or something. So she's in the wars a bit at the moment. She's still got a bit of a head cold kind of thing from the long-term COVID. So of course her ears are still blocked up, so she's a little bit deaf at the moment. So of course she's got that and her back playing up. Bless her. And she always says if she was a car having its MOT, she'd be scrapped by now. Bless her. But yeah, she's a fighter, and made her a cup of tea and just been looking after her at the moment, making sure she's resting up. And my older brother and sister and dad and younger brother had work. Youngsters in uni. I had my apple chocolate, had a nice finished shower this morning, and listened to a bit of music, did some drawing and colouring in. Loving this Christmas tree in the background here. Lovely festive backdrop for you guys. And I watched The Holiday. Love that film, probably one of my favourite Christmas films. And did a bit of drawing and colouring in, and was working on the short story that I'm working on, and also watched a bit of 101 Dalmatians, and I watched Tangled. And then for my lunch I had some jam sandwiches and a cup of tea, and was just listening to a bit of Kylie and watched Neighbours, went onto my social medias and messed around on TikTok and watched some vlogs and finds. And my dad has gone to take my grandparents off to my grandpa's chest x-ray. My mum was going to go with them, and while they were waiting for my grandma and grandpa at the hospital, they were going to be going off to Lidl to have a little nose round, because my mum's back's playing up. She's decided she's not going to, she's going to rest up. So my dad's taking them instead, and he's gone to pick them up because they were going to come here and go from here. My dad's picked them up instead from their house. And my younger brother got back from work for lunch break, and he's gone back to work. And I had some of my chocolates that I was saving for Christmas, but I was like, it's December now, so might as well start on them. So I'm slowly munching my way through those. I've just sat on my desk on my phone, listening to Christmas music while I was doing some new illustrations and watching TikToks and some vlogs. And I'm now off to go for a little walk. It was a little bit gloomy looking earlier on, but it's actually looking quite nice out there now, so I'm going to be going off for a little walk, maybe get some nature snaps, hopefully get some flower snaps, if I can find some flower snaps to get photos of, because it's coming to like winter time now, so most of the flowers are now dying. And I cannot wait for tonight's Corrie. It's Coronation Street's 60th birthday today. Happy birthday, Coronation Street, you're looking great for your age, and it is just such a great show, one of my favourite soaps, and I just can't wait for this week's episodes. 3 really exciting episodes, and I really hope Geoff gets what's coming to him. And yeah, I hope you guys have had a lovely week so far, or have a lovely rest of your Wednesday and a lovely rest of your week, and I shall see you soon with a new vlog very soon. Bye.